Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said, book distribution means we're declaring war on Maya. Now generally when there's a war, there's tanks, and there's guns, and there's bazookas, and there's all kinds of war instruments. But we're going out and we're distributing books. And we're given the holy name. So these are special weapons. And in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it stated that Nayadvasitam Paramaravis Jagat Pavitram Prabhupada Vayasantutam Satim Niyatam Sadi. That literature which does not give descriptions of the glories of the Lord are said by sages to be placed in pilgrims for crows. On the other hand, that literature which does give descriptions of the glories of the Lord of another creation directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. So these books are meant to bring about a revolution. And quite often before there's a war, there's a revolution, like there's a French Revolution, there's this revolution, this revolution. So these special bombs, these special weapons that we're distributing, they create a revolution in the lives of this world's misdirected civilization. So they're special, subtle weapons meant to destroy the material desires of the living entity. So we have to distribute many, many, many books for the benefit of the people. People don't know what's good for them. Srimad Bhagavatam, it stated, Natevatu Svarthagatenki Vishnu, Drasya Yeva, Andhayata, that people don't know what is good for them. They have no idea. They don't know what's actually valuable. What they think is valuable is sense gratification. But actually this is what keeps the living entity bound to this material world. But what is valuable is knowledge. Knowledge of who we are. Knowledge of who Krishna is. People of this world are actually mostly poverty-stricken because they don't know, they don't have this valuable knowledge. And even it's said that that karma dharma ya naviragaya that if one's work does not bring one to dharma, if one's dharma does not bring one to renunciation, if one's renunciation does not bring one to devotional service, one is considered to be dead, although breathing. So when we're distributing books, we're bringing people alive again. We're helping them become alive again. We're giving them an opportunity to understand who they are, the eternal servants of Krishna. Saying how people are very poverty-stricken. So imagine if some very poor person found out that his father is the wealthiest person in the world. Not only the wealthiest, he's the wisest, the strongest. But that'd be pretty good news for some poverty-stricken, homeless person. So this is reality. Krishna is the wealthiest person. He's our father. He's the wisest person. He's the strongest person, the most beautiful person. And he's even got the best sense of humor. So when we're distributing books, we're giving people an opportunity to understand how fortunate they are to be part and parcel of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So we want to help people become more and more fortunate. As Prahlad Maharaj said, he says, Naivod Vijay Puradaracharya Vajrayas. He says, I have no problem. No anxiety. Because wherever I go, I'm hearing your glories. I'm chanting your glories. So what is my problem? No problem. No anxiety. But I am concerned about all the unfortunate souls who don't have this knowledge. I am concerned out of love for them. So this is something that we should feel as being very important, that people get this knowledge. It's the only thing that's lacking in society is transcendental knowledge. There's so much knowledge, but there's no transcendental knowledge. So we're giving them transcendental knowledge by which they can become purified. We're giving them the holy name of Krishna, by which they get purified. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he called this book distribution the Brihat Vardhana. Because when people get these books, they get a chance to hear the absolute truth, to learn about the absolute truth, and they get to chant the holy name of Krishna. The way I started chanting Hare Krishna is I read the Hare Krishna mantra in the Bhagavad Gita, and I was so impressed with the mantra that I was chanting it all the time. So nice. So we're not only giving people knowledge, we're giving people the holy name. It's a transcendental, wonderful package that explains everything about life, about nature, about God, about everything. So we should be very enthusiastic to give out this knowledge. It's a war. It's a war against Maya. And as one poet once said, ours is not to ask why, but to do and to die. So this should be our mood. That Krishna, he has ordered it. Lord Chaitanya, he has ordered it. So we should just be good servants, good soldiers, and do the needful. Just do it. Otherwise, we won't get that special mercy. When one preaches or one distributes books, gets special mercy. Prabhupada said that one very quickly becomes recognized by Krishna. He gave the example, just like some young man in some little town. He goes to war for his country, and he was a nobody before. But then he goes to war to fight for the country, and he comes back, and he's a big hero in that little town. He's a big hero. So devotees appreciate this activity of book distribution. Krishna appreciates it. Srila Prabhupada appreciates it. Book distribution is a win-win situation. You can't lose. Because to distribute books, you have to be prepared. Just like when people go to war, they're prepared. So that preparation means that we have to have very good sadhana. This is the key to successful book distribution, to being a good warrior in Lord Chaitanya's army, is taking shelter of the wisdom, of the transcendental knowledge that we're receiving, and chanting the holy name very attentively. And of course, praying a lot. Book distribution is all about prayer. So with all these things, praying and hearing, chanting, and chanting the holy name, all this helps us to develop good consciousness. 95% of our ability to distribute books is in our consciousness. If we had good consciousness, then we can get anybody to take a book. Like sometimes devotees ask, oh, where's the best place to distribute books? Actually, every place is a good place if we're in good consciousness. If we're not in good consciousness, even the best place won't be good. So it's all dependent on of course, Krishna. There's 5 factors of action. There's the super soul, there's the soul, there's the endeavor, there's the senses, and there's the body. So if we're sincerely trying to give this transcendental knowledge to the conditioned souls, then super soul helps. Super soul helps. I've had the experience where I'm distributing books and I approach someone, show the book to him, and he's really interested. And he says, this has happened quite a few times. He says to me, I never come this way. I usually go another way. And as I was walking this way, I was thinking, why am I going this way? I never go this way. But now you're showing me this book. And I'm very interested in it. So I must have come this way to get this book. Even the karmis, they can understand something transcendental is happening. Because what happens is if we're sincerely trying to give Krishna to others, then Krishna inspires people from within to go to the Sankirtana devotee and get a book. So mostly it's a super soul, actually. So if we're sincerely trying, endeavoring, then the super soul encourages the people from within to take books. And of course, it's our desire also. There's the super soul, there's the soul. We have to have that desire to give Krishna to others. And of course, the body also. Therefore, we have to take care of the body. Many devotees, Sankirtana devotees, they didn't take care of their bodies, so it was difficult for them to continue. So devotees should eat properly, do yoga. Also, this helps keep the body in shape. Physical fitness. Prabhupada said we should try to live very long lives because we need a lot of purification. So we have to take care of the body. It's actually not our body, it's Krishna's. So we should take care of Krishna's energy in the form of this body so we can use it for a long time in his service. So there's a super soul, there's the soul, there's the body, there's the senses. We have the 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and of course we have the mind. The mind is the main sense. The other senses are around the mind. So we have to focus on book distribution. We have to focus our mind on our mission. Sarva Bhavanti. Sarva? Is it Sarva? I can't remember the Sanskrit, but Sarva Sakhino Bhavantu. Sarva Sakhino Bhavantu means that our mission is to help everyone become happy. That's our mission. Nice mission. So we have to focus. We have to focus on the person I'm speaking to is not his body. Just like we're not our body, that person's not a body. He's a soul. So we're speaking to the soul. We're trying to encourage the soul to take Krishna. And there's one devotee, he has a transcendental, nice consciousness. And when he's speaking to someone to give them a book, it's 3 against 1. I want this person to take a book. The super soul in my heart wants him to take a book. The super soul in his heart wants him to take a book. And only he doesn't want to take a book. So it's 3 against 1. Actually, sometimes they also want to take a book, so it's 4 that want to take. So this is transcendental consciousness. And this comes about by practice. It's not easy. Book distribution isn't easy, especially in the beginning. But as one continues on, then, like anything, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more you get better at it. Just keep doing it, and you'll learn. You'll learn. You learn. You just learn more and more and more as you're distributing. And therefore it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier to distribute books. But the main thing that we have to do on book distribution, we have to take shelter of Krishna. That's the main thing. Chant the holy names of Krishna. And if you're having a difficult time, go sit down for a while, read. That'll inspire you. So book distribution is all about taking shelter of Krishna and giving shelter. Giving Krishna.